I always thought about harming myself.
I'm shy. I struggled with making friends.
I never thought I could do anything. I have extremely low self esteem.
Lately, I've been eating my pain away. Just throw it back up. I've been struggling to lose weight. Somebody said I don't fit in just because I wear my hair the way I like it.
1 out of 5 American girls suffer from mental health problems. Don't be that girl. Talk to someone.
Those thoughts I had are long gone, for I have a future I need to get to.
In order to get better, I had to do better. I learned how to make friends.
I believe in myself. That's when everyone else did, I set an example.
Instead of me eating everything, I started watching my calories. The weight is falling off. I wanted to change my hair, but I decided it was for me. It's for me.
A PSA from the Curvy Girl Project.
Welcome to Expose Under the Sun. I am here on Detroit Native Sun. Valerie Lockhart is the producer, and I am Chief Silent Storm, your co-host, and I have two lovely ladies here I'm so excited to have on the show. If you will announce your name and the company, and we will get started.
Hi, my name is Emily Parks. I'm a Detroit native, and I'm representing Uplift Family Services. We are a for-profit, and we help provide services to moms who are pregnant or have a baby up until 18 months. And we help that by housing, baby items assistance, counseling services, and much more.
Amazing.
Hi, and my name is Tanisha Hayes, and I am the Executive Director of House of Angels, One Inc., and the founder. You know, we said that. Is that okay?
That's fine, yes. It should be natural, you know.
Right,
We're just showcasing what we do. We do this.
Right, okay.
So, okay.
And what I do is I have a initiative it's called No More Silence to Domestic Violence. I also have a program called Trauma Informed Care and also Cognitive Behavioral Therapy.
Okay.
And so what I do is go throughout the community, mainly schools, community centers, senior centers, or, I paired now in partnership with Uplift Families. And what I do is I go and we do a 7-week seminar, and I teach the programs. And so the programs consist of, we talk about behavior, right?
Okay, that's
we
so
talk
important.
about your traumas from your childhood up to now. And I'm going to use the slogan that Emily taught me.
Okay.
And it say, when you're ready, right? Because something about dealing with trauma, you do have to go back.
Yes,
You got to go back where it stems from,
And
you know.
it can be so painful.
Some people, they find it hard. Some of them, it's like opening up Pandora box, you know.
Yes.
However, I still reach.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest with you all.
Yes.
I reach. I
Yes.
do. I go there, you know, because I do know if you go there, that there is help for you. There is healing for you.
Yes,
And so
absolutely.
that's what we do, and I've been doing it since 2009. I started at Catherine Ferguson.
Okay.
That was the first school. And I did it like a mentor setting though first, mentoring group. It was a group of girls instead of just one. It started out with just a few of us. When I looked up, it was a room full of us.
Amazing.
And so from there to now, same, I don't change.
Okay, I love it. It's so
Don't
needed.
change.
I'm a domestic violence survivor, and
Me
I think
too.
okay,
We
see?
all are.
We all are.
We all
up
are,
here.
and I think for women, especially, we want to be the one that carries on the facade like everything's good, and so it's taboo to talk about or shed that vulnerability. But I feel like it's so important, because how are we going to change the next ones coming up if we can't talk about it or expose it? And that's
true.
where the healing comes from, when we
That's where the
actually
healing
talk
comes
about
from.
it and bring it up. But I'm excited for this journey, because it's going to bring a lot of healing to us
Yes.
and to the next generation.
Absolutely.
So it's much needed. When did you hear the calling for both of you? Like, what did it look like? What I like to dig deep into what was your pain to turn into power.
Wow. Well, I would have to say, for me, I've always just been a helper since birth. I always wanted to help. My mom always tells me, like, you always wanted to help. But when I really realized my calling was after I had went through my domestic violence situation. And that really was the turning point for me, where I had to get therapy. And that's a taboo for us.
It is.
Our community to reach out and talk to someone. And that stemmed from me becoming a therapist and talking with people who look like me, who can trust in me. And so I said, what's my calling? What can I do? And this way I'm able to not only talk with the community and like-minded people who've been through domestic violence situations or other trauma situations, but actually seeing that impact.
Right.
So that's what the light switch was for me.
Yeah. Well, mine's was, I'm that one, I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm that one. I was that kid in the room. I would just say what it was. I always would get in trouble for just speaking out and saying what it is in the room. You know, you one of them kids that if your mom on the phone and she's saying stuff and you break and say, that ain't what happened.
Yeah, right.
They be, so I would be that one. But for a long time, my assailant was my family member. Okay. And so, I hid it because I covered them. You understand that?
I do.
I covered them because I loved them. And I didn't want, and not that I knew to do that because I'm 4. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they comfort me because of who they were. Okay? So I covered them. So even in your domestic violence, and you in those situations, you cover them.
You do.
And
sometimes
you cover them.
As a young person,
Yeah,
you don't know
them.
it's wrong. That's your environment. So
Yeah.
how do you know that it's not the wrong thing?
Yeah.
That's your product of your environment.
Yeah.
There's things in my upbringing that I thought was normal, and it took for someone to say, "Hey, you can't do that," but I didn't know.
Yep.
I was a young mother,
Yeah.
so I didn't know.
Yeah, and I always like to tell our moms and just anybody, like, it's not your fault. You were young. And I think that's another thing. We self-blame.
Yes.
We self-doubt. We think it's our fault that it happened to us. And it does not only just happen to women. Men
It's
also
exactly.
experience domestic violence. And what that looks like can come in many forms, as you know, emotional, physical, financial. So I don't want anyone just to think like, oh, if I'm not getting hit on,
Right.
I'm not in a domestic violence situation.
That's not
Because it comes in many different forms,
Yeah.
mental
does.
and
Yes.
physical.
Yes, yes.
It does.
And that's
Yes.
what we
It
want to
does.
bring awareness. Like, it could be your own parent that's calling you out of your name every morning. And so if your mom is calling you out of your
That's
name,
verbal abuse.
then that's verbal abuse. Then it's okay for a man to call you out your name
Indeed.
because
You're used to
that.
it. You're used
Exactly.
to
You're
it.
used
That's
to
right.
it.
But even back in the day when I don't use those terms anymore, but back in the day when we were all taught, we call each other out of our names, and it was cool, oh girl, this,
Yes.
and it came a point it was like, well, hold on,
Now it's offensive.
don't call me,
Yeah. Like, hold on.
don't call me that,
Yep.
because I'm not a female pregnant dog. Don't do
Yes.
that.
Yep.
We're not gonna do. We're gonna address each other, and I'm with the okay, girl. You call me girl. I'm okay. I am a girl. I'm a female.
Yes.
But I'm not a female dog.
Yes.
That's right.
We're not gonna.
That's right.
We're not,
That's
because
right.
after a while that burnt out, especially when men begin to address us
Because we
like
show
that.
them how to treat us.
Period.
So if we're calling each other, then why
Period.
can't they call us
But you
something?
see how easy, though, it is to be okay with domestic violence. Understand sexual abuse and domestic violence, they go hand in hand.
Hand in
They
hand.
family.
Yep.
They family. It
Yep.
stems from that
Yes.
because it goes from the sexual abuse unto the domestic violence. And so you're operating and you're functioning. It's like you almost look for those type of men.
You do.
Because if you get a man that's good to you,
You don't know how to
you
act.
lack understanding.
You're like, wait a minute.
You know, he
Yep.
like, wait a minute, you pulling me into something that I'm not on. Hold on, wait a minute. I don't come from this. You know, now either you gonna get you some healing, or I'm gonna have to go because you're not gonna drag me. I don't do this. You know, and we begin to victimize them.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
with our mouth though, we may not hit them, but our mouths can get very nasty.
Very
you
verbal.
know, very nasty with a man that's
Because
not
even
into
though
that.
it might have been abusive, it was still attention. So when you
And it
equate
was.
that type of attention,
Yeah.
now you have someone treating you well,
Yeah.
and they're not giving you that type of attention you're groomed to accept. It's like, wait a minute, you don't love me.
Yeah.
You're not,
When he
showing me
beating you
attention.
up,
Right.
Yeah,
it's the
and-
makeup you're looking for.
Yep, and then I always just say
Right.
like it's
That makeup you're
yeah.
looking for.
like you said, the environment. So if this is a relationship that I've seen in the household, then this is what I think is right. Like me and my husband Raymond, we always refer to like the Cosby Show. Like that's the perfect family, right? But
Indeed.
Was.
but
No.
right.
Was, you right.
But at the end of the day, like what you see on TV versus what's going on in your house,
Yes.
how do you put that together as a young adult?
Yeah, that's
That's true.
How?
It's not realistic.
What do you know?
Because I loved it.
Where-
I loved the Cosby Show because, you know, my childhood was bad.
Yeah.
So the Cosby Show would give me a break. And the Brady Bunch. Don't get it twisted. I like Brady. I didn't even know they were a blended family to years when I got grown and started listening to the song. Like, whoa, wait a minute.
I didn't either.
Them was her kids and his kids. Didn't even know. But I loved the flow.
Yes.
That made me
And
even
you
love
wanted
it
that.
even better
Yep.
to deal with somebody who have children. And you know what I'm
Helps
saying?
us
But
to
I'm telling
relate.
you, them TV shows, you know, they gave me life.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, I almost would tear up, seriously. And I caught myself like, wait a minute. I could hear in the background, you know, and I was like, why do I feel sad?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm like, why do I feel sad? I'm listening to my mother TV because she listens to the what is that?
227.
Yeah, but it's on, what's that channel? TV
Bounce.
Antenna or something, Me TV or something.
Okay.
How would be on regular
Okay,
TV,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So they play all of the old shows.
Okay.
So I was sitting in the front room, I'm watching, you know, the cable TV,
Mm-hmm.
and I can hear that in the background, and I felt sad. And I said, well, why did I feel sad? Right? Because they used to make me happy. Them shows, I would, like I said, I would love them. 8 is Enough. All of those, I love those shows. But listening to them come on, why did I feel sad?
Yeah.
That was my true feeling. I was sad to
Right.
watch them, and that's what gave me joy. I say, oh, wow, that was a trigger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Triggers.
And speaking of triggers,
Yeah, it was
like,
a trigger.
a lot of people don't know that they have triggers. So
Yeah.
that's a topic that we're gonna have to continue on. This conversation on the podcast. But
Yeah.
wow, this is just the start of
This
some
is the
healing.
start, absolutely.
Some
Yeah,
real
yeah.
raw healing is what we need in our communities. And now let's talk about what we have coming up.
Yes.
We have gotten an award from the Department of Education and Programming. So you want to talk about that, and then we'll go into our break.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got the award, like you said, and what we're doing now is trying to go inside the schools, and we're using the trauma-informed care approach. So what me and Tanisha are doing is, like just recently with the school shooting up at MSU, and I'm a MSU alumni, so that kind of hit home. Even the Oxford hit home.
Yeah.
Everything is
Yes.
kind of getting scary because it's coming more and more closer. And so
Yeah.
I just told someone, we can't take today for granted.
We cannot.
Because when I went to MSU, I wasn't scared that a shooter
Yeah.
was coming.
Yeah.
And you'll talk to somebody else, they're like, why not? You know, and I'm like, what? So it depends
Right.
on your trauma level.
That's
Yes.
true.
But what we really want to bring awareness to is that trauma piece.
Yes.
That holistic approach. So it starts at home, and then this child comes to school, and you see these behaviors, and you're wondering why their attendance is low, why their grades are low, but it's something else going on.
Definitely.
So it's time to address those mental health and also just giving them that safe space.
Absolutely.
So as partnering on that end, we're going in and different schools. Joy Prep
Yep,
Preparatory.
Joy Academy.
And we have a couple of others that we're partnering with
Amazing.
to get this job done.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they moved. She was like, okay, she almost put when that situation, I believe when that situation happened at MSU, she was like, oh no, we need you all immediately.
Immediately,
And like I
yes.
said, this is just K through 8. Okay, they're on it.
Awesome.
But it's a protection that needs to happen
Most
within the
definitely.
high schools because they're on their way to college. But
They are.
these things are happening in the high school.
Yes.
And we did have that elementary shooting. Remember that one kid went inside the elementary
Yes.
and killed those kids. And it's like, well, wait, this is a kid.
Yep.
Bringing weapons
Yes.
to school. And it's like, what is going on at home? What is going on
It's
that
a
make a
challenge for
child
people.
or even that man waking up that day, like, did he want to end his life? But he decided he wanted to end a whole bunch of people's lives with him. And then we got that situation just happened the other day. Oh, this one threw me. Okay, this one threw me because we're looking at the cops. We know we got these issues with the
Yes.
cops, right? And so when you look at this situation, that internal of these to serve and protect us, y'all got domestic violent relationships going on amongst you all. And not that it's just like us, a slap a black eye, but you killed your significant other and then killed yourself.
Yep.
So it's the mental,
Sad.
it's the mental trauma
Yep.
and the mental illness, and I'm gonna call it what it is.
It is, yeah.
The mental illness is everywhere.
It's
everywhere.
It's in the households. It's in the workplace.
It starts
It's
in the
everywhere you
household.
go.
You
feel me? And it's like, come on, y'all. We gotta heal though.
We have
because we
to.
want to live. God said that He'll give us and bless us
Amen.
with long life, and we're seeing it, untimely deaths
And
every day.
And just going back on the healing piece, we are having a event next month.
Yep, on 18th.
On the March 18th from 1 to 3 at 2200 Hunt Street.
Okay.
It's a brunch, and it's welcome we're going to have a panel there. But we want it to be a safe space for women, men to come out and also support us in our endeavors
Yes.
on going into the school systems, talking on that trauma-informed
Okay.
care piece.
And how can we link up for that, the event, for the viewers who are watching? How can they RSVP or find you? They can go on fearlessminds.com, definitely for the programming.
Definitely. You can check us out at Uplift Family Services on Instagram. Our website, www.upliftfamilyservicesofmi.org. And we'll have an Eventbrite link for you to RSVP.
And then for House of Angels, it's www.houseofangels1
Okay.
at vpweb.com. And I'll put that also there. And then our Facebook page is House of Angels
Amazing.
1 Inc.
Okay.
You can also go on our business page and get that information as well. We'll have it also
Wonderful.
on there. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll put it on all platforms everywhere we go.
That's
all
great. We'll
that we do.
definitely link it on the
Yes.
main website.
And then put it on
yes, fearlessminds.com.
fearlessminds.com with you guys.
Awesome.
And but then too, did you want to be on the panel, part of the panel?
I would love to. Is that an official invite?
Because that's what
You heard it live here.
Yes, heard it live. So she don't show up, y'all. Right.
No, you don't see her there.
Right.
You
They're
don't
coming
see her
for
there,
me.
now. She played it, y'all.
Yes, I love everything that we're partnering on. It's
Yes.
so amazing.
Amazing.
To just be connected and have these real conversations because
Yes.
it's needed. That's how we're going to change as
Yes.
the people and for our youth. And
Yes.
we have to be the ones to expose ourselves, our vulnerabilities in order to change. So
That's true.
I'm excited
That's
to partner
so
with
true.
you all. And
Yes.
we're going to take a brief break. I want to bring on another guest, and we will be right back in a couple minutes.
All media platforms are engaged. Copy.
Get ready to launch your show or product.
Periscope ready. We're 5x5 ready to launch. Copy that.
Trend worldwide across all major platforms.
Ignition. 3, 2, 1.
The world is waiting. Watkins Broadcasting. More than just TV.
at the Full and Fabulous Curvy Girl Project, we don't just focus on health, beauty, and self-esteem. We also offer an amazing summer program for young ladies ages 12 to 18. For more information, visit our website at fullandfabulous.org. See you soon.
Watkins Broadcasting is going worldwide. Now you can watch Detroit's own WHPR on your TV from anywhere in the world. No matter where you are, you can stay in the know with WHPR TV and Roku. You can get your easy-to-install Roku box from wherever you shop for your entertainment gear. Once your Roku box is connected to your TV and internet, go to the channel store on the home menu of the Roku box. Enter WHPR TV in the search engine and add it to your channels. That's it. That's all you need to get the best in entertainment, news, and talk, no matter where you are. Roku brings all of your favorites to your TV. Netflix, Hulu Plus, Crackle, HBO Go, and now WHPR TV, Detroit Live.
Welcome back to Expose Under the Sun. I'm your co-host, Chief Silent Storm, and this is Detroit Native Son newspaper brought to you by Valerie Lockhart, and I have some new guests. We took a break. We've touched on a lot of subjects that are taboo, but it's so important, and we plan on continuing the conversations in a series. And would you like to introduce yourself, Miss Nikki?
Yes, my name is Nika Nicole.
Okay.
And I'm a part of Total Package Empowerment Services.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's a service that helps empower our youth, one person at a time, as far as bringing out the best of them and seeing what their niche and knack is. And my main focus is to get these kids off those tablets.
Okay, that's a good assignment there.
Yes.
And you are Raymond?
My name is Raymond Parks. I'm a founder of Urban Peers Learning Integrity for Tomorrow. Also a founder of Uplift Family Services of Michigan.
Awesome. And your wife was just here, Miss Emily, so you're the male version of the organization. I love that.
Amen.
So we need that for our youth boys especially, so congratulations.
Thank you.
I look forward to working with both of you. And so tell us about how they can link up with you for your programming.
Okay, well, as far as linking up for programming, we have a website that you can go to, and
fearlessminds.com for those that don't know.
For the fill-in.
That's okay.
Okay.
Got you.
Yep, go to fearlessminds.com to get linked in, and
what age group do you?
K through 12 for now. Yeah, got some extra stuff going on, but we're going to work with this right now,
Absolutely.
K through 12.
Okay.
So you just go to Fearless Minds website and what they call it, an application, or fill out your registration form, and we'll take it from there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm working on my Urban Peers page. Right now it's under construction, but I do have a contact from Uplift Family Services of MI.org.
Okay. And what types of things do you do for your services? What do you offer?
For the nonprofit, I do mentorship, behavior modification.
Okay, that's needed.
I love dealing with at-risk youth and focusing on the cognitive behaviors.
Very important. Okay, and you can go to the website as well for Raymond's at fearlessminds.com, and the age groups are the same for you for the programming? Okay.
Well, of course, we got the mother-baby program, so from birth to death.
Very nice. Okay. That's good. So what did it look like for you? How did you recognize your calling? Because it doesn't just, it costs us something to come upon stuff like this and your actual assignment in life. What did it look like for you?
Facts. Okay. Well, as far as for me, I've been in the music industry my whole life. When I was 15, I had my first record deal, Nix Records. I was in a group called Vicious Trouble. And then I had a group called Total Package. Yeah, and I toured with Aaliyah also on her first album. And as far as my purpose-driven, what made me know my purpose is because I have all these kids and adults. I also do artist development. So I have all these children and adults that always attract themselves to me, and everyone wants to rap, everyone wants to sing, but it's more to it than just rapping. And out of about 100 people that I hear, like, I mean, I have to be real, like, potential wise is up, but as far as the actual talent, it's very few that have that. I don't mean to detour anyone, but it's a work in progress. It's more to just grabbing a microphone, walking across the stage. You know what I mean? So I find myself asking them, what else can you do? And, you know, because if they're hard-headed and they don't want to learn or nothing, that takes from the talent. You know what I'm saying? So I find myself often saying, well, is it anything else you know how to do? So that started me with the artist development. Now, as far as the children thing, I have a lot of kids. Like I said, I always have the kids, and I see them with these tablets all day.
And the phones, the
on
devices.
the phones. They can't talk to us. It's like respect out the window, and you know, everything's about a tablet. It shifts their personalities. They
There's
have
no social skills.
Yeah, they have
really
no
have none.
social skills, and we are the teenage senior citizens here. So
For sure.
So I want to get them lined up so they can take care of us instead of having us on TikTok boomeranging it when we're falling down the steps like Granny went viral. No.
Right, for sure.
I want them to interact with us and bring out the best in these kids and see what they can do. We'll have resources to find them stuff, especially the teenagers that's up there. Get them into doing some stuff with construction and, you know, and set them with things that can set, like Job Corps used to do.
Yes, so like the skill trade.
Yeah,
there's a
skill
lot there.
trade and all of that. So, and get their social skills up. Like, everybody's on the phone. I'm looking like, how can you guys have fun when everyone's on their phone? So it's just a purpose that God calls me. It called me to do this with the kids. And I have a Senior Connect program also.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel fulfilled once I deal with the children and know that I'm making them feel better and you know, make
if
this
it's
world a
something-
better place.
That's awesome. If it's something you'll just do for free, you know that's your
I've
passion.
been doing it for free for the longest. I'm like, oh Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Raymond,
all
what
a
did
blessing.
That's a blessing. What did it look like for you?
Well, I kind of come from trauma since 9 years old. My mother was put in a wheelchair on her 21st birthday. And I grew up just different, right? But I always lifted as I climbed, you know.
Yes.
And when I found, when someone identified a talent in me, I noticed that's what changed me. So I wanted to give that back. And, you know, once I started learning what it takes to overcome some of these boundaries. So I've been doing this since like 2006.
Okay.
As far as bridging the gap between the youth and as a comprehensive approach to the community.
Amen.
Right.
Okay.
Just bringing therapy.
Well, we are running out of time. We could carry on this conversation for another couple
Can I
hours.
say one thing? Total Package means a lot to me because, like I said, I was in a group called Total Package, and my whole group is dead but me. So
Okay.
yeah. So I'm really doing something too in memory of them also.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we got the Total Package here. We'll help with basically everything if you willing to help yourself. So
Thank you. So we will continue this conversation. We're being waved off, so we're going to close out. And I just thank you for all that you do and recognizing the calling. We're just getting started, so I'm excited to partner with you all, and I look forward to where this takes us. And bless you for listening to the calling and actually answering it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I am Chief Silent Storm. We will be back in 2 weeks. Darwin Griffin will be back with you next week. Stay tuned. You can find us on Comcast, Facebook, Instagram. And we look forward to talking more about these subjects that are taboo. Mental illness is something near and dear to me, as my father took his life 7 years ago this month. So it's something that we definitely need to talk more about and not be shy and just expose what it is. So until then, we will see you in 2 weeks, and we thank you for coming on the show.
Thank
no
you.
problem. Thank you.
Here at the Full and Fabulous Curvy Girl Project, we don't just focus on health, beauty, and self-esteem. We also offer an amazing summer program for young ladies ages 12 to 18. For more information, visit our website at fullandfabulous.org. See you soon.